Tap in. Listen, let me tell you about when you take time away and truly start to reevaluate what's going on around you, you start to see the fact that people will reveal themselves in ways that you have never had a keen eye for before. And this is very interesting in particular because I feel like when God shows you, when God reveals to you who the true sources of outside conflict are for you, there's actually another side of that. And the other side is that the devil made fools of them. Tap in. So let's tap into this collective reading. This is for my divine feminines, divine masculines, my anointed, and my chosen ones. And for anyone that just has an inkling that they are spiritually blessed and gifted, hello, hello, hello. So let's tap into this energy. I feel like there is a lot of BS going on around here, and I'm not for it. I need to tell y'all straight up, like this aggressive energy that I'm feeling from this negative energy, from the negative, from the ops, is like front and center. And we're going to unpack it. We are going to dissect it. We are going to talk about it. Look, trust. So somebody's in some spiritual bath. Whoa, already we coming in with trust and spiritual bath. So these people right here already know that they have entered a place where it is muddy territory. This is sticky waters, okay? And you got to be in some deep BS if you in sticky water. Tap in. So now we have a lot of issues, trust issues. People were reliant upon you. This person was reliant upon you to cover them spiritually. Tap in. And you know, collective, a lot of times we don't even notice just how much we are covering other people with our own spiritual gifts because it comes so naturally to us. Tap into that. And when we cover other people with our spiritual gifts, they know it. Okay, the ops know it. And they feel inclined, look at this. Look, they feel inclined to do other things away from you. They feel inclined to dog you out because what they fail to realize is that you are truly holding them together. Tap into that. And that's a big deal. What they thought was something that was going to allow them to travel throughout this world, travel throughout just in circles, out of circles. They thought what it was them. They thought that people liked them. But in all actuality, it was your light that was guiding people to them. See, you was the light. They was light adjacent. Tap into that. They were light adjacent. And that's why love is in reverse. They never really loved you in the first place. These are snakes. And you know what? When you take time out for yourself, collective, I need y'all to tap into this message and hit that like button. When you take time out for yourself, when you decide to go into your monk mode, when you decide to focus on your goals, your strengths, just to do you, okay? When you start doing you without other people around you, especially these devils, people feel comfortable talking and speculating about you. Tap in. They feel comfortable saying things about you, making up stories in their own minds about what it is that you got going on. Tap in. And I don't like that. Because see, when people imagination start going wild about you, see, they own demonic thoughts, start filling in the gaps. It's not you. They filling in the gaps about what they think you should be doing or what's going on with you. And when they start doing that, they start gossiping to other people. Oh, where do you think she is? Where do you think they are? What do you think they're doing? Oh, well, I heard she got fired from her job. I heard she got a divorce. I heard that he got played. I heard that he got beat up. I heard that he lost all his money. People start making up all these scenarios around you. And you know what that actually ends up doing? Tap in, collective, tap in. That actually ends up as a form of like manufactured consent. Tap in. Because see, when other people start start to join the gossip train about you, when they start to believe the information about you, it gives the surrounding parties that's listening to the gossip that was supposed to be your friend, that was supposed to be your family, that people you supposed to trust. When people start hearing the people that was close to you talk trash about you or start speculating, it gives other people that's outside of the circle permission to dog you out as well. Tap in. That's called manufactured consent, because those people who are now being made a fool of by the devil, those people gave permission through the media of their mouth to come to you and dog you out. Tap in. And now I'm feeling like this person, these people have a longing for you. They now miss you because they recognize that without you, while you were deterring the supernatural demonic forces that was in them, you were suppressing that, and you was keeping people away from them. Now they are recognizing it within themselves that they are indeed what, collective? Trash AF. Tap in, tap in. And there's a lot of envy that I'm telling you, collective, when you take time for yourself and they see you winning, even if you don't think you winning, a lot of times, collective, we be sitting up here just doing our own thing, and we don't see the quantum leaps that we take for ourselves, collective. So we just like, all right, that's a small win. All right, I did this, I did that. Meanwhile, the people that's watching you from behind the curtain, people that's watching you on the sideline, they think that you're doing like that. You just signed a multi-billion-dollar contract with the NFL. They think that you want love and hip hop. They think you're doing the best ever. Meanwhile, you just like, look, I'm grinding from day to day. Tap in. That's why I always tell you, collective, don't ever always celebrate your small wins, because what you see is small, other people going to see as gigantic. Okay, they going to see as like you taking one small step for mankind, for man, one leap for mankind. Tap in. So listen, as they are doing manufactured consent, you might feel a little bit powerless, but in fact, let me tell you something about rumors. Let me tell you about when the grapevine gets back to you. You feel like you got to go out there and defend yourself. You feel like you got to open up your mouth and say something to correct the fact that people that you once trusted, people that you once loved, people that you thought loved you is out there talking trash about you. But I don't need you to say nothing. Don't say nothing. Let them be the spokesperson for the demon energy that's really in them. Tap in. I need you to always remember, collective, that when you got people going out there talking trash about you, it is not about you. It is not about you. Because see, the reflection that's coming off of that person, off of them, is that they are agents of chaos and agents of the devil. Tap in. And now they are starting to see that nobody else is looking at them as reliable sources, because why in the world was somebody that was with you, that sees who you are as a person, collective, why would they then turn around and trash you and they don't have no evidence? Tap in. So I know for a minute you might feel a little bit powerless. You might feel like, I don't know, I need to say something. Don't say nothing. Allow the devil to embarrass them. And you know what else? You know what's crazy about this conversation, as I'm like unpacking this energy that has come about with you wanting to defend yourself amongst a den of thieves, because that's what they are. Tap in. They are a den of thieves. These were once friends. These were once family members. These were once people who you truly trusted. You know what I'm feeling right now? I'm feeling like if it's that easy for them to backtrack, if it's that easy for them to lie, if it's that easy for them to sit around for sometimes years and collect information about you, then they are pretty easy to use by the devil. How are you a slut for the devil? Oh, tap in. How are you a whore for the devil? Tap in. How you gonna pop open on a handstand your spiritual soul to speak against the divine? Tap in. I mean, why you laughing at me? They the ones popping it open on a handstand for the devil. You easy like Sunday morning. And you thought because people were listening They thought because people had an ear to them, that means people liked them. See, they got confused. They got caught up. Got you feeling it? Caught up. See, they don't know what it is. But see, they got it twisted. Tap in. Look, receptive in reverse. Receptive in reverse. Nobody is really rocking with them, even though they believe that they are. And that's why I said, no, the devil is making a fool of them. The devil is making it seem like they are. They will. They can take down one of God's children. Oh my gosh, no. And y'all know, before I come on here, y'all, I be having like my notes, and I wrote down. Sometimes the card don't even, it don't even matter. And I got straight up and down, they easy to use. They easy on the switch up, okay? They have no shame in not having loyalty. Tap in. Now, when we're talking about no shame and not having loyalty, what kind of fool are you? Not you, collective, them. What kind of fool are they? That you don't have a shame in showing that you have no loyalty. Oh my gosh, that is tragic. That is so tragic. And now they are spazzing out. They are crashing out, collective. Anger management in reverse means that this isn't like they're working on themselves. They are crashing out about you because you are seeing, you have peace. And now through your actions, calling out the fact that they are slime buckets. Tap in. Oh my gosh, collective. My goodness. This manufactured consent, do y'all know what manufactured consent is? Let's tap in. Manufactured consent is a term that was made up by these two dudes. Don't get me the line on the names right now, but it'll come to me. These two dudes that wrote a book about how the media manipulates the masses into believing one opinion or another. Tap in. Hey. Okay, you see I'm out here in this Cali sun. Can you see it? And I'm 50 pounds down, y'all. Tap in. And I'm telling you, this is coming from my own experience as well, because as I have not been showing up here, I've been seeing the yeah. And I said, oh no, the collective is feeling it. The collective is feeling it. And so when I say manufactured consent for the collective and what these devils are doing, what these ops are doing to you, what they are essentially doing is they are running their mouths. They are running their mouths about you, collective. And they believe that by having an ear or an eye, that they are somehow moving. What's the word I'm looking for, y'all? A congregation of people to come against you, but all this is doing is exposing the fact that there are multiple devils that are trying to rise up against you. And now, as I have taught you before, collective, tap in. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. But let's remember the story behind that. See, when people turn their backs against the divine, against the truth, against the source, against God, when they turn their backs, they see that ain't nothing out there in the streets for them. They went to the streets. They went to these demonic streets and found out. And why your ops is in the street talking about, oh my gosh, what's happening? You, in all of your glory, in all of your beautiful state that God has given you, you sitting here minding your own business like, I ain't go nowhere. Y'all left. Tap in. So the weapon that they tried to form against you, collective, is the weapon of destroying your reputation. And now they are finding out how stupid they look. Tap in. Look, a bunch of grief. They are feeling it. They have high anxiety. They no longer feel powerful. Oh my gosh. Look, powerless and empowered in reverse. Collective, they feel dumb. They feel used. And let me tell you what's the oddity in this. They also feel abused. Tap in. You like Castle, who they feel abused by. They feel abused by their own hearts, by their own thoughts, and by the devil. They truly do. Tap in. Tap in. And look, shadow, and they feel lonely. They know they've been duped. They thought that they got swayed by the audience, man. I'm telling you. They got swayed by the audience. And now what? Now what do they want to do? They want to try to come back to you. Collective, let me tell you something right now. It's some laws happening up here. Lex is Rex. So y'all know what that means? That means law is king. And they have broken multiple spiritual laws against you. Tap in. They've broken multiple spiritual laws against God. Tap in. And they've broken spiritual laws with that demonic energy that they thought was going to elevate them into some type of popularity. See, they the only ones in popularity contest with you. You over here doing your thing. Tap in. You ever see somebody compete with you so hard and you ain't in no competition but with the competition within yourself? Y'all ever see that before? It's weird to watch. And as a collective member myself, I have seen other members of the divine collective, the chosen ones, be non-willing participants in the ops belief that they're in competition with you. It is wild to see because it's like, girl, anybody pay attention to y'all? What you talking about? Look. They over here laughing, thinking it's funny, thinking they can joke around with you with the 10 beakers. Meanwhile, whole spirit has been exposed. And you know, when these fools go against you, collective, when these fools start to look around and see that the only people out there that care about them are the people that tune in when they have something negative to say about you, and they don't have no real friends, they don't have no real support system. You know what's crazy? They expose their spirit to other forces. See, it's not just about talking negative about you. That's the easy part. The other part of that is they can't sleep at night. The other part is they are tormented by dreams. They are being visited by other demonic forces because they opened up that floodgate to get into you. Tap into this message, collective. Oh, because see, they thought because they were just speaking. There's power in the tongue. There's power in the frequency and the vibration. And God is not the only one listening. Tap in. The devil will listen in too, especially when you speak in the frequency of the devil, and that's what they're doing. That's what they did. Hair falling out, bags underneath their eyes. They 25 looking 47. Money drying up. They can't see any abundance. Meanwhile, you over here flourishing. They don't even understand the channels that they open up for them to continuously be attacked. That's why I said now the devil's making fools of them. And they feel like the only way to correct it is to come to you and ask you for forgiveness. And it ain't gonna happen. It could never happen. Tap in. Ooh-wee. Look, contamination in the six of wands in reverse. They have been contaminated. Their light has been demolished. They no longer have light. They are operating in complete darkness against you, collective. Oh my God. Tap in. Woo-wee. They over here dreaming, wishing they can go back into what you provided for them, which was a spiritual safe haven. See, collective, you think because you wake up, you go to work, you know, you do your plans and you eat healthy from time to time, that you go out with your friends, that you smiling and grooving and all this. They truly do believe that because of that, that you have not provided any type of spiritual protection for them. But the fact of the matter is, look, King of Pentacles in reverse with the 7 of Beakers, they are feeling tormented. This is bad for them. They think that because you do what you do, that it gives them free range to continuously come at you. Woo-wee. Tap in collective. They done messed up. They done messed up. Coco, what you, I know. They done messed up, Coco. You let them know. Girl, let me interrupt my flow. That's Coco, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, King of Pentacles still at the bottom with the King of Wands. Let me tell you, they feel this burning desire. They know that they messed up. They know that they kept talking, and all the mind games, the mental gymnastics that they had to go through to convert other people to go against you. Tap in. I'm telling you, they thought they had a congregation. These might have been people that was going live on you. These are people that probably was doing secret live streams on YouTube and TikTok about you. These are people that have been doing posts and tagging your exes on you. These are people that have been generating your image and AI and posting it with dumb quotes next to it. These are people who were working in foul ways with foul mouths and foul odor. Tap in. Everything about what they did was foul. These people are just freaking disgusting. Collective, tap in. And they did all of this. They got a whole congregation against you to manufacture consent, to make it okay for other people to try to go against you. So a lot of y'all might have been feeling the spiritual warfare come against you. Oh my goodness. A lot of y'all might have been feeling the spiritual warfare come against you, but you know it because you operate in your own energy. Look, madness. Look, madness with the 10 of Wands. So y'all felt the energy in the darkness before it even came to the light. Tap in. Hey, boo. Tap in. You felt the listen. Y'all, listen. Y'all felt the darkness come to y'all. Already felt it on your shoulder. You felt it in your ear. Probably heard some whispering in your ear. Probably had a ancestor come to you and warn you that there's some people trying to get into the cracks of your armor, your spiritual armor. Watch out. And you already knew what it was. And it wasn't until you started to see people doing rumblings about you. Somebody maybe even come back to you and said, hey, friend, listen, do you know these people talking shit about you? Tap in. You like, wait a minute, what? I knew it. But see, you ain't bothered. They want you to be so bothered by this. This is crazy. Look, the skeletons coming up out the water. They really thought they had you. Woo, that's deep. That is deep. They are upset. They did all of that. And I keep getting this term like cursed tongue. Yes. Listen. Oh my gosh, y'all. So real quick, y'all. Speaking of armor. Y'all know that my sister Mermaid Prophetess, she coming to see me next week. I'm so excited. That's why I got this desk for her. And I actually see why she liked it a lot. It looks kind of sleek. But she just texted talking about, hey friend, let me text her back. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me let her know. Like, girl, I'm live. I've been going for so long. Now it's time I bring it back. Give me a second, y'all. They don't even know. They don't even know how you a soldier of love. That just came, oh my God, that just came to my mind. On some Sade-ish. I'm trying to tell you, that 10 of swords, that 10 of wands with that moon card, oh, that just did it. And I'm saying, yes, you ask God to heal every crack in your mind and your soul so that no negative or evil entity or energy, so past the enemy. That's right. No, they can't break through. But you know what else is going on? Sometimes, and we gotta stop acting like it's not, it don't happen. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes it's not even people far away. See, we can dodge the negative energy that's on the outside. We can dodge that. It's the people closest to us. It's the people that we interact with every day. It's them. It's never like when strangers make up stuff, we be like, okay, I don't even know them. It's the people that you pour into that then turn around and with their cursed tongues manufacture consent for other people to come at you as well. Y'all might call them flying monkeys, just trying to come at you and attack you. I'm trying to tell you, tap in. Look, the king of cups is in reverse. The king of beakers in reverse. King of cups. The emotional deregulation that is happening with these folks that went against you is absolutely insane. And then we have the Knight of Books. So these people trying to figure out what it is that they can do. What is it that they can do? It's either going to be fly or die, sink or swim. Which one shall they choose? And I feel like before they even try to come back to you and ask for forgiveness, they going to crash out. They got to crash out. Because through their own manufactured consent, they have made a deal with the devil to try to take you out. Tap in. Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse. They crashing out. While throwing flamethrowers. Seeing what they can stick that's going to catch on fire. Meanwhile, you like this on them. On Matrix. Tap in. What you throwing? What you think gonna come at me? Oh my gosh, collective, this is wild. Look, 8 of Books, they are blinded with shame and decay. Oh, this whole thing is thrown up. And you know what? All the people that joined in with them are now seeing that they are fraudulent. Oh my gosh, tap in. My goodness. A lot of manipulation. I feel like there is one particular person. Who is this person that keeps popping up like in my eye? There is somebody that keeps popping up in my eye. I don't like this energy. I feel like it's a masculine energy or a very strong-faced woman that might be coming out. Look, okay, 5 of Wands with the Page of Swords hiding behind. So this is somebody who has definitely sent like a group of people to come and attack you or talk about you or try to get you to engage in some foolery. Meanwhile, there's one mastermind behind. So while they think, what did I just say, collective? While they think that they got you to pay attention to the chaos here, you've already been warned. What my girls say, exposed to who the real devil is in your circle. She already said she won't leave you alone. Oh no, she can't. She can't. I swear they don't leave you alone. Listen, y'all think Cass is immune to that? I still got stalkers. I got 5 people in here right now. I guarantee one of them is a stalker. I guarantee it. Okay? I already know it's one person who got the devil on their shoulder, who is being an agent for the devil, welcoming that energy because they can never leave God's children alone. They want you to be fearful. They want you to have anxiety. They want you to be bothered by their presence. Little do they know, no. Why would you be bothered? Listen, there are people that spend thousands of dollars to go see Beyonce and hope that they can boo her. There are thousands of people who pay for Nicki Minaj concerts to go and tell her that Cardi B is better. Now you know that's a demonic energy. They will never. They can't. Because as quiet as it's kept with them, the reason why they have to over-exaggerate with the disrespect towards you is because if they calm the disrespect down, it's gonna come out that they fan you. They fan boys. They fan girls. Okay, they stand you. They love you for real. Oh no, can't show the world that they love you. Not that everything they said about you, they can't do that. Girl, who you playing, we know who you are. We know all you and your crew. What Missy say? You and your whole crew. So what you gonna do? Say what you gonna do to me. The MISSYE. What she say? What she say? What you gonna do? You see her in the crew, you see him in the crew, and they still ain't do nothing. I'm trying to tell you, look, 7 of Cups with the 3 of Swords. Oh my gosh, when I say they are crashing out, when I say that they really, truly want to come to you and ask for forgiveness, they truly want to come to you and say, can I have an opportunity to get back with you? And the answer is absolutely, positively, go kick rocks, go kick a whole boulder. Oh Lord, and listen, them 2 sides of Cancers, I'm praying for you, girl, because they trash. When any sign shows and expresses their demon side, that is truly who they are. Woo-wee. I'm trying to tell you. And you know, y'all, I got my notes right here. This thing with manufactured consent is really wild. It is so interesting to me because to go out there and galvanize pitchforks against the divine is the dumbest thing. These people really went out there to gather a pitchfork crew to go against you. What does that say about you? What does that say about you, collective? And I love when something like that comes up, because when we talk about just our everyday mundane lives, you might just feel like there's nothing moving. I'm not doing nothing. I wake up, I go to Starbucks, I go to work, I do my job, I come home, and on the weekends I do my thing, I might spend a little bit of money here, I might put some colors on, might look cute, I might, you just doing your everyday. Yet these people over here are gathering an entire cesspool of shit to destroy your reputation. Wow. And the whole thing of it is that they really be out here saying stuff like, what they really trying to do is say, see, the collective, the divine masculine, divine feminine, the chosen ones, you see how they are just as bad as we are. Their whole goal is not to prove that they are as good as you are. Their whole goal is to prove that you are just like them. So in essence, what they are saying is that they know they trash. They know they could never. Oh my gosh. In essence, they are self-confessing. These are my confessions. What they are saying is that they know they could never be in a light like the divine, like the chosen ones. They know they don't have that gift. They know that they can't practice discernment. They know that when they pray, certain doors ain't opening for them. They know that when they close their eyes at night, they can't say sweet dreams. They can't say that. Ooh-wee. What else? See, now that we unpacked who they are, now that we have unpacked the fact that they have made poor decisions, going against you was a poor decision in the first place. Now that we know that they are facing consequences, what are the consequences, Cass? The consequences consequences is A, nobody really cares about them. The only time people tune in is when they are talking about you. Let them post a picture of a meme with your beautiful fine face on it that says, "This bitch a liar," right? That's it. I'm just making something up. It might get 1,000 likes. Let them post a picture of themselves in their Sunday's best talking about going out with the girls. It's going to get 2 likes, one from them and one from the other profiles they have. See what I'm saying? That's consequences. Y'all remember in John Wick 4 where the homie, the butt face, the high court, what they call him? He wanted to get Donnie Yen to take out John Wick, okay, who is played by Neo. And he thought that he was ahead of the game, and he wanted to take the last shot to take out Neo, who is played by John Wick. And come to find out that Neo didn't even take the shot. And what Neo do at the end? He said, consequences, bow. What he do? Consequences, click, boom. That's what happened. Facing consequences are going against you. And you never even had to say a word. That's why I say I know that you're going through it. I know that you're feeling it. I know you want to defend yourself. But as my uncle used to say back in the day, the truth needs no defense. You are in your truth. Ain't nobody ever said you was perfect. Nobody ever said that you took every right step, that you knew everything that you was doing. Nobody ever said that. You never said that. That's how they paint you. That's how the ops paint you. Oh, she thinks she perfect. Oh, he think he the best. That's what they think. That's what they think. They don't know the internal struggle. They don't know the story. Maybe you had kids young and had to grow up with your kids. Maybe you've been homeless, lost your job. Maybe you've had to heal through the unthinkable. Maybe you had to show forgiveness to people that should have never got it in the first place. Maybe you gave a second chance to somebody who lied to your face and now you feel stupid. Maybe you've done the most and received the least. Maybe you've been healing from trauma that was placed upon you without your consent. Tap in. They don't know your story. They assume because the way that you express yourself outwardly, that everything is golden. That's them that placed that upon you. That is them that placed you on the pedestal. Tap in. Ooh, we collective. That is you in essence. That's how they see your essence. That you're perfect. That you can do no wrong. They are reflecting to you what they see in you, even though you've never placed that upon yourself. You've always been humble. You've always been thorough in your journey. You've always talked about your setbacks. As a matter of fact, these are people that you could have talked about your setbacks with, and still they see your setbacks as less than. How dare you? How dare you rise above what was placed in front of you to knock you down? Oh, that hurts. That be in their spirit to be like, what the way? They sour face with it. Well, how you did? They sour soul. Oh, let me write that down. Sour soul. Sour soul, sour face, Sour Patch Kids. Oh my God. Their cycle of discernment. They truly want you to be like them. Instead of them recognizing that they really not need to be like you. Because you don't see, that's the thing about collective. Collective don't never want you to be be like them. They want you to be like you. They want you to find your way. The collective understands that they could be a root in somebody's development. They could be the water in somebody's development. They could just be a breeze going through somebody's season and be completely okay with that because they understand how growth happens. That's how the collective moves. That's how I always know when I'm tapped in with the collective, because they understand the seasons of spiritual growth. Oh no, not them, not the ops. They believe that they are the root to your spiritual growth. They believe that they are the root to your downfall or rise. That's why when they see you winning without them, they crashing out, they crash dummies. I mean, they out here just looking just like on the commercials where you see the crash dummies, pow, boom, boom. They flailing. They out here flailing. They don't know what to do. You see them collected. Am I lying? Talk to me. Talk to me. Am I lying or flying? Do you see them flailing? You're like, what the fuck? What is this? What kind of tomfoolery is happening around? Oh, girl, they be a hot mess. They be a hot mess. Origin. They trying to see what the origin. So the origin story is that you have been forged through the fire. Tap in. That's the story. And you get to claim your story because you put the work in, because you give all praises. You give the praises that's due to the Most High. Through the winter, through the summer, through the fall, through the changing of the leaves, you've always given thanks. You've always cried through your prayers, even when you felt like there was nothing to pray about. You still gave reverence. See, they don't understand that who you serve goes beyond the physical. Who you connect with is beyond the physical. That you are merely a representation of what God has given you. That's why you glow the way that you do. You ain't sleep good in 25 days. You get 2 hours of sleep, and yet somehow you still, while you might feel off, you still look good. They trying to understand. And Mary said it best, it's the God in me. And that's what the ops don't understand. That's why they thought it was so easy to go against you, collective. And that's why they are now turning back around, asking for your forgiveness. That's why. They're like, oh my God. Oh my God. Listen, I know I had said all those things about you. I know I got ops right now. I got ops right now who have called my phone, who have texted me, and they are completely left unread. I seen it come across my screen and I swiped. Hey, I just want to have a conversation with you. Hey, I just want to talk to you. Hey, I just want to try to tap in. You can't tap in with me, honey. You're not going to take my catchphrase and think you want to use it for us to bond. Absolutely not. It's time to find a reframe. Collective. These people have shifted the blame. They have lied on your name. They tried to make you go insane. They tried to make you think it was your brain. Listen, they tried to do all of this against you, and only to find out, only to find out that you the real deal. Snoop said, because I'm realer than real deal, holy feel. And now you hookers and hoes know how I feel. And see that now they understand that how you feel, how you digest the world around you. is from an enlightenment standpoint, not from darkness. And that the reason why you give sympathy and empathy to anyone is because you understand what your message is, what your purpose is, what your role is. That is. I know that you know this, collective, but I'm gonna say it anyway, because I know the answer is going to be yes. Do you know what a blessing it is to be able to find your way? Do you know what a blessing it is to be lost and still know that you're going to find a way? Of course you do, collective. That's why you're here. That's why you know who you are. You know, you understand it's a blessing that you got another day to do this. That you got another day to touch hearts. That you got another day to do the right thing. Of course you know. Hey? Of course you know. Collective. As much as it sucks to have people go against you, for people to put the pitchfork mafia against you, as much as it sucks to have people betray you, as much as it sucks for people to get on the line and try to destroy your name, at the end of the day, the truth remains the same, that you are blessed by God and you are walking in your purpose, that you are in your light. You are in your light years. Tap in. That is truly what they try to destroy, that you are grounded in your true vibrations. Oh my gosh, can we talk about it? Can we talk about it collectively? Yes, that you are balanced. Oh my gosh, tap in. Ooh, wait. The fact that vibration, grounded, and balance comes up lets me know that you know that your mission on this planet is not something that is to be played with, nothing to laugh about, to scoff at. And as you go deeper into your purpose, you're gonna find that these flying monkeys, that these groups of people, that this one person who believes that they are a mastermind, you're going to find that they are small fry. You're gonna find that they're not even a threat for real. They're not even like, I'm not even what's your name? They say, girl, you're not even Bobby Brown. Go find me a picture of Flavor Flav and then we can talk. Tap in. They gonna find out through their own actions that not only are you a part of the divine collective, but now they have been made a fool of by the devil. My God. You know how salty you gotta be made a fool of by the devil? You salty. Y'all just, what I say, y'all just sour soul, sour patch kid, walking lemon faced bitches. Okay, oh, I like that. I'm gonna screenshot that. So now that we're here, now that we've gone through this whole story of their lunacy, what's coming up for you, collective? Oh, now I wasn't even ready to ask that question. It just came out. Thank you, God, for that. What's coming up for you, collective? Let's find out now. Y'all, this is one of my favorite decks. I love this deck. This is my divine deck. I use this for like almost everything. What's coming up for you? Because see, we already read down the losers for 5th. Now it's time to see what's going on with you, collective. 5 of Cups with the 3 of Cups. Oh, I see. You have connected with something much bigger. Let me tell you something. It's one thing to be connected with God. Can I take a sip of water, y'all, real quick? It's one thing to be connected with God, tap in, because we all are. We all have our connection to the source, the divine, to God. It's another thing to find a tribe that is also connected to you. And I feel like that's what set these people off, is that you found a tribe, whether it's online, whether it's in real life, whether you found a new church, a book club, whether you just are remodeling who you give your energy to. It's almost like you found new frequency connections. And as you find, I have this saying, I've been saying it for a long time. I vibrate so high on you that I'll disappear. I will vibrate so high that I will disappear right in front of your face. And I feel like that's what you're doing. So because you found the frequency, this is my vibration frequency, y'all. Because you found the frequency so strong, that's all the way of saying you found the frequency so strong, that to them, you were disappearing. Tap in. So what they try to do to keep you from doing this, from vibrating high, y'all? They try to get a what they call a lasso, what they call it? They try to do one of these and throw it at you and stop you from vibrating. They want to keep you stagnant. And you're like, oh, bless your heart. Not gonna happen, because once you get a taste of that higher frequency, you want to stay there. You don't never want to go back to the lower vibration. I can see you now, I can see you then, I can see you before, and they can't see you. I can see you because we vibrate the same. Okay, we vibrate the same. May not always be the same frequency, but the level, the understanding. I mean, we vibrate together. They can't see you. That's why they want to try to pull you back. They want to try to get you to come back. Come back. Oh, okay. You don't want to come back to me? Let me get a gang of people to try to come to you and get you to interact. What song is that? Tell me who sings so I can put it on my playlist. Oh, that's what's going on with you, collective. Oh man, a lot of y'all right now really doing some deep work. I wasn't even ready. See, sometimes I come in here thinking that y'all already did the work, because the way y'all be interacting with me, okay? The way y'all be interacting with me, I'll be like, oh, they all got. Sometimes I gotta remember that y'all literally going through your emotions. And a lot of y'all are deciding to face some of the biggest challenges ever. There is a spiritual maturation that is happening. Tap in. Woo, God, give me that. There is a spiritual maturation that is happening with the collective right now. Ooh, wait. When I said there is a spiritual maturation that is happening with the collective. What does that mean, Cass? What that means is that you saw something that wasn't working. You saw something that did not feel good in your soul, in your spirit, okay? And you said, I've got to change. So what did you do? You took action. You took messy action. You took chaotic action. But what you did was that you took action. You know what, collective? Let's talk about it, okay? Because I've been saying this for the last 60 days since I've been gone, because I ain't really been on here like that. You got to choose your heart. Tap in. You got to choose your heart. Do you want to stay in the same place you are that's not getting you any results, yet it still sucks? Or do you want to do the work that is also hard, but you get the results that you want? Do you want to stay stagnant on the couch and be fat and out of shape, and when the zombies come, you can't run? Or do you want to take the first 10 minutes on a treadmill and be stronger than you were 10 minutes before? Both suck. Going a little bit fast on the treadmill still sucks. But girl, thank you. Thank you. Girl, choose your heart. And I feel like you are choosing your heart. I feel like you are looking at yourself and saying, I deserve, I will, and I can. And through the tears of frustration, you are carving your own path with the help of God, of course. Tap in. Oh, collective. This is big time energy, 6 of Pentacles. And you know what else is coming to me? I feel like another reason why these Sour Patch crash outs are now realizing that they have been made a fool of is because you have given yourself another chance. Tap in. You have given yourself another chance, a second chance, a third chance. You have not given up on yourself. See, they can give up on you. Your own parents can give up on you. Your friends, your family, anybody can give up. Is whether or not you gonna give up on you. And it's a lot of times I see in conversations when people finally make it big. Oh, well, who was your biggest supporter? I was my biggest supporter. Y'all know who I like? What's his name? Big X the Plug. Okay, I like that young man, all right? And I truly do hope that he loves himself enough to become the healthiest version of himself. But I like this little rapper named Big X the Plug. I call his music what I call it? I call it like, I have a couple names for it, but it's really like gangster motivation. Like it is streetwise motivation. And one of the things I like about this type of music is that it recognizes where he went wrong and how he's doing better, but yet the people he had to leave behind because of it. And a lot of times he's talking about his own family. He's talking about his own friends that he grew up with. That's what he's talking about. So now that you are here, collective, tap in. Somebody say, yes, ma'am. Now that we are here, collective, I'm talking about you, not them. I'm talking about you. You taking the opportunity to say, I'm giving myself more chances to do better, to be right. That right there is a frequency. That right there attracts the beautiful and the ugly. Because how dare you, right? How dare you do better? But the more you build your community of people, and I'm big on community. I don't care if it's one other person. I am big on community. I am so big on support. Sometimes it's gotten me in trouble because I want to be a part of people's community that don't deserve my energy. It's gotten me in trouble, y'all. Okay, I've supported people who never even deserve my presence. And I know that you've experienced that as well. But the fact that you are finding the opportunity to build a community, it is attracting people who want to take you away from it. And I'm going to tell you right now, I rebuke the ever-loving piss out of them. Tap in. I'm rebuking now. I'm rebuking later. But I might just wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, I rebuke you. And then go right back to sleep. Okay? Rebuking the crap out of y'all. Y'all don't deserve to come into this beautiful space, this sacred space that you are creating. Not at all. What y'all laughing at me for? I'm dead serious. He's sleeping, having beautiful dreams. My husband right there snoring. I got my earplugs in because he's snoring loud as hell. I'm just going, well, I rebuke it for the whole collective. Okay? Give a damn. Listen, grab my Bible, y'all. Y'all, can I share something with y'all real quick? Because y'all know I love to share. Okay. Just said I was going to grab my Bible. My grandmother passed, and I have a whole box of her stuff. And I have not been able to open up her boxes since she's passed. It's been a little over a year now, okay? My grandmother and I were like this. That is my best friend in the whole wide world, okay? And I finally unpacked one of her boxes. And it is her Bibles. All of her Bibles. And there's one particular Bible that was given to her on Christmas. I don't know the date because she didn't write the date in there, but she wrote 12/25, just not the year. So I don't know the year. But it had to be over 35 years ago because it was given to her by her sister who passed over 35 years ago. In the Bible at the beginning, there are like, you can write down your family tree. And the last person that she wrote in the family tree is 35 years old, right? So it's quite beautiful because when I say you're building a community, right? We got the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups can mean a lot of things, but in this situation, it is about crossing a spiritual threshold where you feel it, where you are in it, where you know that there is something in the waters moving. A lot of y'all might be thinking about getting baptized again, perhaps. Oh, I got the chills too. Woo me. Listen, when I say you're building a spiritual community, that Bible is a part of my spiritual community. I don't want you to think 3D when I'm talking about building your spiritual community. When I talk about building your community, I'm talking about taking something that has been given to you ancestrally for you to carry on your God-given purpose. See, one thing I know for sure, and two things I know for certain to tap in, is that a lot of you are waking up to the ancestral gifts that have been handed down to you. I need y'all to understand, we are in the midst of the beginning of a cosmic order, reordering. And so while these funky demons are trying to distract you here on earth, you guys feel it in your stardust. You feel it in your DNA that there is a great awakening happening. Tap in. Some of you might not even know your full heritage. You might not even know your full lineup. That's okay. You know in your DNA that there is cosmic movement. That's probably why you feel the need to pray a little bit more. That's why you over here, what's this, y'all? The vibration, the frequency is expanding. Some of y'all might be feeling a lot of nervousness you've never felt before. A lot of anxiety that's showing up physically. Some of y'all might be biting your nails more or doing, what is it called? Trichotillomania. Sometimes I do that where you pull the hair out of your body. Some of y'all might be flustered for words from time to time. Some of y'all might be spacing out more than ever. Some of y'all feel the need to step into a place of worship where you haven't for a very long time. Woo-wee. You tap in. Tap in. Listen, we are tapped in together because I understand. I feel it too. That the cosmic reordering is happening. Yeah. I know it. I know it. I've met people that have severe cases of it, and I know people that develop it when there is big movement happening. Listen, tap in. We here with you. I'm here with you. Y'all think, listen, we are part of the community, y'all. Okay, we are a part of it. It can't help it. Okay, all right. You're so welcome. So let me tell you this. Miss Kelly, you just reminded me of something. Before I came on YouTube, I was on TikTok. Okay, TikTok, love you too, mamas. TikTok was a very interesting community, but I used to do my basis for tarot was to do ancestral readings. Okay, and there was one guy, I still have the download, and maybe one day I'll upload it, I don't know, but I still have the download where this guy came in and he was like, can you give me a message for my dad? Like, what's going on with my dad? Now, out of all the messages that I was receiving in TikTok, you gotta know how TikTok Live works, like the messages come through. Like, I was getting a lot of people asking about getting back with their friends and their or not their friends, but like, does John still love me? Like those type of things, right? And oh man, I'm so sorry to hear about that. I do understand. I do understand. I do understand. I understand. And the journey is yours. Anyway, let me get back to the story because Kelly just reminded me. This guy comes in and said, can you give me a message from your dad? So I'm like, sure. You know, it was like the way that his message popped out at me, it was just wow. So I started like pulling cards, and I really didn't even need the card. I have my own card set for ancestral readings that I designed for myself, right? And I have not made an appearance on those since this reading. Okay. Anyway, I pull a card and I'm like, man, I'm accessing a whole nother level. So I started talking to him about his dad. I said, like, your dad is with a young boy. Like, this boy is it's like 7, 8, 9. I don't think he's 10 yet. And they're walking through this like library. It's a huge, huge library, like untold, like the Beauty and the Beast library had nothing on this library. And the dad, I described him to a T, down to the part in his hair. Like I was somewhere else, y'all. And the dad was holding a book underneath his arm. And he was sitting down in this rocking chair. The little boy was sitting next to the rocking chair. And I was like describing this whole movement. And he was like it was quiet for, I didn't know he was still in the chat. I was just reading. And when I looked back at the chat and it was going, people were like, oh my God, wow. I see him pop up and he was like, that's my dad. That's my son. And the book that he is reading is the Bible I buried him with. Tap in. Girl, I was shook. I was shooketh. My God. So I'm going deeper into the reading. I'm bringing it all up. He said, who was there when they passed? I'm telling you, he gave me no background, y'all. He gave me no background. I said, there's a woman with white hair. She looks highly indigenous, not American indigenous. She looks Pacific indigenous. Like her eyes actually are part gray, part green. Like I have to pull the reading back up. I might have to actually post it on here. It was so wild. And when I described her, like down to what she was wearing, he was like, whoa. That's when he started typing in the chat. He said, that is a direct description of my great grandmother, down to the dog that she was with. When I say when I say I have not done a reading like that since, because I felt like it was too powerful. It was too powerful. I said, no, this can only be for those that are willing to be in a live session, like an in-person session. That's why I stopped doing it online like that. Because when you're opening up channels, especially to somebody you don't know, it invites too many spirits. You see what I'm saying? So I stopped doing them live. Anyway, after I got done reading, He sent me an email like 2 weeks later. He sent me an email 2 weeks later with a financial exchange. He sent me some money. And I partially took down that reading because of him as well. Because it was just so deep. I did not want that like out. I just didn't. And I really thank him for that, because that reading made me understand where I've been guided and what I can do. And the readings I've done before that, yeah, they were good, but that one was like, well, you want me to come to London? Listen, I've been to London, and y'all got to get y'all breakfast together, okay? Eggs, beans, and toast is not where it's at, okay? We got to talk about it, okay? Otherwise, London is beautiful. I studied there when I was getting my master's degree, and I was able to, 4 Pentacles. And I was able to, I'm going to unpack that in a second, because the 6 of Pentacles is still at the bottom, to do a lot of research on how you guys deal with end of life care. That, you know, that's my specialty. My specialty is end of life care and hospice. So I traveled to the UK, and then after the UK, I got an invite to come to the south of France, and I spent like summers. I spent my whole summer in the south of France. But anyway, listen, y'all know that y'all breakfast. Okay, where are your pancakes, London? Where are your pancakes? Where are your hash browns, London? Okay. Yes, I have. But anyway, y'all, let me get back to this reading. Now, I got the 4 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles for you, collective. Okay, I got the 4 of Pentacles. And you know what? That goes back to grounded. That goes back to understanding that you can have this cosmic movement, okay? You can have that, yet understand what's happening around you. I feel like people they put you in a position of either or. Either you're spiritual and you're like, oh, I'm so out there into the world and cosmic order, or you got to be like down here in the trenches of the globe. And I'm like, you could be both. As above, so below. You can see the good in the cosmic order, and you can also see the demonic energy that is fixating itself into this new world order that we're about to come into. But listen, I've been taught and I've been guided with the best of the prophetesses, including my grandmother, and under the guidance of the Most High God. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't scared of no new world order. Why? Because I am a part of the spiritual thought systems with you, collective, to usher in those who will be the leaders. Tap in. Oh, see, y'all thought that y'all was just spectators. No. The collective are not spectators. The collective will be a participant in the healing with this new world order. The politics of the new world order do not concern me. The worldly politics, the spiritual politics do. That's why I'm so serious about the collective when I talk about breaking free, boundaries, telling people no, spiritual warfare, prayer, getting in alignment, doing stuff, doing things, activities that go beyond just making you feel good in the moment. It fulfills you. I am serious about that collective. I am serious about not putting up your energy to people who don't believe it, or believe you, or require it, or ask for it, or need it. I am against having you to argue for, or to explain your spiritual gifts. Those that get it, and those that don't can go. I don't argue religion. I don't care. I don't argue any of those things. I empower you to see who you are and to go with God. Tap in. Can't nobody use a book against my gifts. Can't nobody use a doctrine against my gifts. There is a book and there is spiritual law that we hold these truths to be what collective? Self-evident. Tap in. So when I see grounded, when I see the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, there is one thing that people leave out of the Pentacles, and that is the essence. That is the quantifiable and unquantifiable resource of time. Tap in. Those of us that are over the age of 30, 35, 40, I look at my analytics, some of y'all are over the age of 60, understand how precious time is. And what time we have left on this planet will not be spent arguing with those who are confined in the mind to a book. I'm not arguing against, I'm just saying, for me, use it as a guiding point, but don't let that limit you into a true relationship with God. Tap in. And I say that with the utmost respect because clearly I just said I unboxed a whole lot of Bibles from my grandmother. My grandmother was raised in the dirt South, born on a plantation, just like my great-grandmother was. And one thing that I learned from my grandmother is that book, just like many other sacred texts, is what could be left, what has been left through all bastardization of the text that leads to a true relationship with God. I get people in here all the time. Oh, the cards of the devil, the cards of the devil. Let me tell you something. These cards follow me. I don't look at these cards as God. This helps focus my message. Because my ADHD will run wild. We done ran through 27 stories in the last 20 minutes. My ADHD is off the chain. Don't ever get it twisted. And that's where I think that a lot of people have the collective messed up. They twist you into what they want you to fit in. And it can't be done. Tap in. That you tell me whether or not somebody who was just reading tarot would get that message from the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. Yes. Thank you. Ooh, Ten of Cups with the Eight of Wands. You know what? The Eight of Wands is such a major type of energy. Like, I feel like the Eight of Wands is literally just saying, like, what's about to expand is going to get hot. But you are the Ten of Cups. You are a level of purity. You are a level of love. You are a level of light. And when people come to you, they need to know how to step correct, whether they are bringing fire, whether they are bringing ice, whether they are bringing laughter or hate. Know that they will be corrected no matter what. Tap in. Before I get up out of here, let me just pull a couple of more cards and I'm going to dip one out, okay? Because we've been on here chilling for a minute, and I thank every last one of you for hanging out with me as I have returned to this modem of communication. Because, girl, I've been out here I've been in the sun. I've been on the beach. I've been drinking some good coffee, okay? I've been sleeping well. Like, I have just been living life and enjoying it. So thank you so much. But you'll be seeing more of me. Okay, you'll be seeing more of me. Oh man. Ooh. Revelation. And the tower. Before I say I'm dipping out of here, guess what came up, y'all? The tower. Don't be scared. The bridges have to come down. The conversations have to be had. The foundation that built poor homes must come down. Don't be scared of a tower. Let it happen. Let it happen. The Knight of Pentacles. This is about endurance. See, people, and there's nothing wrong with this. Most people will focus on the fact that the tower fell. And the collective is going to focus on how can we rebuild bigger, better, stronger, and more focused. That's where I said choose your heart. So are you gonna stay in the rubble of the tower? Are you going to fall over into the tower and sleep there on the rock, on the sheetrock, on the what's the word I'm looking for, y'all? On the wires from the electric system? You want to stay in danger at any given moment, or are you going to choose the hard of rebuilding? Some of y'all don't even have to rebuild. Some of y'all just like, look, I go somewhere else. Tap in, and I'm here for that too. The Knight of Pentacles is saying this is the determination. This is separating, what do they say, the boys from the men. Tap in, take it how it resonates. Tap in. Ooh, I love that. Oh, this is a message for the collective for real. The Knight of Cups. Oh, see, y'all tapping into something bigger. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, so a lot of y'all have found your room within the tower. Some of you are understanding just how powerful your gifts are. And that's one thing about going through the trenches with raggedy bitches. That's one thing about having raggedy bitches get exposed during these moments when the cosmic order is shifting. Is that it ignites in you your God-given gifts and talents that you need to hone in on, that you need to focus on, and that you need to build up. Oh, I love this. 10 of Cups on the bottom, along with the 6 of Feathers. This is big transition energy. This is about your well-being. This is about insight. This is really about spiritual insight. Good. You know, Miss Kelly, I lean more into claircognizance, and it took me a long time to recognize that's what my gift was that. That's where I lean heaviest. It's not the only one. I lean heaviest there. And it took me a long time because people would be like, I would be able to see, something in my eye, y'all. I would be able to see entire situations happen at the blink of an eye and see an outcome quick, fast, in a hurry. What in the world's in my eyeball? Probably one of my eyelashes. And a friend would ask me, or I would see it happen at a job or like anything. And I just did not understand what was happening until I got older. It gets easier. It gets easier. You just have to find your trigger points. Okay, that's it. That's all. But I do understand. I do understand the journey. I understand and empathize with the journey. But this 6 of Feathers is transition, and this 10 of Cups with blessings and well-being. It's almost like you're being knighted. It's almost like you're being knighted into this next level. You know, I now knight you to be a protector of, but you are being knighted by, this is not only by your peers, because I want you to check the scene. A lot of your peers are recognizing your gifts. Listen to your peers. Even these raggedy hoes that go against you, listen to what they're going against you for. It's your gifts. So if you're someone that's been wondering, oh, what are my gifts? What are my talents? What has God given me? The people around you will tell you. They'll let you know. Because they'll either nurture it and help you tend to it, or they'll downplay it. And I feel like that's a part of where you are. Your job is to recognize it and tend to your gifts. Gifts, multiple. Second. Who collected? This was powerful. This is powerful. These people are sick that they allow themselves to be embarrassed by the devil. They are sick. They want to come back to you and apologize and ask you for forgiveness and for you to forget. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to laugh because forget what? Forget what? How they tried you? Girl, no. Forgiveness is a part of your journey collective. It is. I've been forgiven. You've been forgiven. It is your choice to extend that to people if you choose to do so. I will not guide you one way or another. But what I will do is tell you that my name is Cass Young Crown. The crown part is for you. I want you to remind yourself that that crown represents all of your trials, tribulations, and triumphs, that you get to sit on your throne, that you are powerful, you deserve to be empowered, and that you don't deserve to be swept to the side because you are powerful. There's this thing where people say, oh, you're fine, you don't need any love, you don't need any help. Oh, yes, you do. Oh, yes, you do. And guess what, collective? I'm a part of your crew that recognizes how strong and beautiful and powerful you are. And I'm going to champion you through the hard decisions, through the easy decisions, through the good and the bad. I am what I like to call a spiritual motivationalist. I'm a speaker, one of my gifts. And I speak love and life into you because you absolutely welcome it. You didn't come here by accident. You didn't just show up here because, no. You have summoned a message for your spirit to know that you are on the right direction. And I'm here for it. Okay. So with that being said, y'all, if you are not subscribed to me, y'all, please get tap in. Okay. I love you guys so much. I will see you later on. Okay. Now that I have a little bit more time, I might see y'all 3-4 times a day. I don't know. Anyway, I love you guys so much. See you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with anybody who needs to hear this word. Bye.